Hey everybody, it's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. It's another Freedom Friday with one of our most respected hosts that we bring on, the hostess with the mostest, Mr. Andre C. Hatchett, Mr. Black Real Estate School, Mr. Mobile Notary, Mr. Just Got Engaged. Oh, he's winning. 2017 is his friend. Welcome to the show, Andre.
Thank you for having me, Erica Shantae Williams. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. What's up, guys? What's up, queens, ladies, girls, and guys? Hope everybody's doing well today on this. Hey!
I love it. Freedom Friday. Why do we come up with Freedom Friday? Because if you build your life in a way that represents what you want to do, where you want to go, it does look like freedom. So with that being said, everybody, you know, while we bring you on, there's been a little ruffle on the Facebook because a lot of people are quiet today on Facebook, real quiet today. And I was like, what happened? You know, so I jump up and I check the comments and you know what went down. You know, some cryptocurrency lost value today. Am I right, Trey?
Yes, it went down a lot. A whole lot. So Bitcoin, which people have been very into, especially heavily over the past 4 months, 2 to 4 months, especially, it hit as low as 11,000 and change today, and it was 19,000 and change last week. And not just that went down, Ethereum and Litecoin as well. So the big three all went down today.
And this just wasn't just a Bitcoin kind of going down or correction for Christmas. Litecoin's founder even sold all his position in Litecoin last week and kind of said, hey, this thing is getting out of control. And I think that put a little bit of poo-poo on, you know, the excitement of this, you know, kind of cryptocurrency news. I mean, he was on Fox News Business Channel. He was on CNBC, and he did not look happy. It was the weirdest thing. I've never seen somebody come on a business channel talking about something they've created and look like somebody just kicked him in the pants.
Yeah, so he's actually the most vocal crypto owner of a coin that I've ever seen. I'm also new to this whole scene, so I might have missed a few other people. But as far as someone who owns a coin, I haven't seen anybody be as upfront and as vocal and as on the front line as him. So for him to sell all those, that was alarming. That was alarming to sell your own stuff. He said it was because people feel that he was doing inside trading and it's kind of the interest, which makes sense. But the whole crypto world, we even spoke about this. How do you feel about the whole crypto world in general?
Now, here's the thing. Do I believe in new technologies coming, different ways to work is coming? For sure. And I think not just Bitcoin, but there's over 3,000 cryptocurrencies. And for people to name one as this overarching, this will be the coin, seems a little early, right? Seems very early in the technology, especially when you have 3,000 cryptocurrencies. My hesitation comes in when you start hearing rappers and football players and strippers and famous people say, I'm going to make my own coin. And they literally can. And the value of that is just off of what people feel the value is, or if they feel it's popular. And part of me feels there's oh my God, we're in inflation in the United States. Things are uncertain for certain groups of people and people in job transition. So this becomes this lottery. Like I could hit the lottery if I just invest in Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum or whoever. I mean, you know, the thing of it is these things we're going to get a correction anyway. That's truer, right? Like if PayPal's going to start using you or Amazon or all these other people are going to start using you, it's going to be a truer number, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think it's great. So I personally look at it like the lottery or like, so I have it. I got into about 2 months ago. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, like a few dollars worth, and I have a bunch of altcoins. So everything that's not Bitcoin is called an altcoin, which is kind of funny. So I have it. I literally treat it like gambling, which I don't really do, or drinking money or beer money or going out to happy hour money, literally. Can this whole world be around for the next 100 years? I absolutely can. It absolutely can. Can it be gone tomorrow? I treat it like it can be because it freaking can be. What goes up 1,000% a month? This thing is insane. Now, I'm in it. I accept what comes with it. I did not put the mortgage money in it. I put literally, okay, I can, or we can cook in the house tonight, or we can go and order food or go out to eat. Okay, let's stay in, and I'll put $30 in one of the coin things. Literally, that's how I treat it. Literally, not house money.
So to be completely transparent, I put $50 into Bitcoin, and I think I put $20 in the Litecoin, and I did that probably 2 months ago. Me and Dre talked about it, or when Dre was like, I put 30 in or something to that extent, and I left it there and pretty much don't check it. And people are like, well, you're not checking it, you're not invested. That's right, because you know why? Because of daily, I do active income. What people are not understanding is the difference of many people's lives right now is $500 to $3,000. If I gave someone an extra $2,000 a month, Dre, would that not change a lot of people's lives?
Oh, totally. Oh, for most people, totally. That's all they need, actually, for most people.
Totally. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or if you gave people extra $500. I mean, I thought about pulling up all these different articles about credit card payments are going up through the roof, another 18%, because people are using credit cards in the place of that extra income, sadly. And when I talk on this channel about, starting a side business or not even starting a side business, I just did a whole series of videos of there's apps on your phone. There's no reason why you're sitting at home today with no money in your pocket if you have a vehicle or even if you have a scooter. There's courier apps galore. There's delivery apps. There's all kinds of things you can do pretty much today and put $100 in your pocket. Do you know what I'm saying? Dre even has a course about notary. I mean, if you live in New York, you can walk where you gotta go. Excuses are kind of gone there.
Yeah, and that's, so I've noticed, right? A lot of MLM people like the crypto thing. And I know there's a lot of similarities between people who are really, really enthusiastic about it. Again, not all, of course. But in our culture, we have a lot of people who are trying to do things quickly and as shortly as possible and trying to just go there. So with this whole crypto boom, a lot of people are saying, okay, this is finally here, the biggest shortcut of the year. And they're going all in on the biggest shortcut of the year. Now, shortcuts can pay off. They can pay off. But if you bought it at 18,000 and now it hit 11 this morning, you're probably really upset if you're a shortcut-minded person. If you're someone who's slightly logical and you look at this whole thing as one, it will have up and downs, or two, this is a volatile thing that can literally be gone because it's new. Who knows what's going to happen to it? But that shortcut mentality is what's freaking killing people in our community, Erica. From what I've seen from studying people who are overachievers and who achieve their goals and who are moving up in life, and people who are stagnant and not moving up, it's the mentality. It's the mentality of now. It's the mentality of I need it now. If it happens later, it will lose value. So the value goes down later. I need to have it now for it to be valuable. And yeah, this crypto thing is nuts. I'm in it. I know it's nuts. I'm prepared for it being nuts. And the house money will not be going into crypto. And I would tell my friends the same thing. Beer money goes into crypto, not the house money.
And the reason me and Dre are talking about the house money is there was an article several months ago, almost 4 months ago, about a white man and his 3 daughters and his wife. They had pretty much sold their home and dropped money into Bitcoin. And so he was in it when it probably like 5,000 or something low. It was in March.
Okay.
So maybe March, April, but maybe a little more than 4 months. So, but he, everybody was mocking this guy. He's an idiot. He's crazy. They're going to be in poverty. And really, he was just taking his kids and his wife on a vacation around the world. Kids weren't in school. They were taking a vacation around the world. So he used probably 80% of the money to throw in crypto, and then 20% of to go on this vacation. Now, from the looks of the guy and talking to the guy in the camera, this guy probably is a little bit of a gambler. Now, if he got out, great. Even if he got out today, he's probably still doing great. But in general, when somebody plays with their house money like that, their security blanket per se, that is scary. That's very scary. And I'm going to share my screen to show y'all what kind of started this conversation today. see if I can get over to it. And it was like, are you for real? This can't be for real. So let me know if you guys can see this. Everybody can see what's going on my screen here.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so basically the guy Hayden, and I don't even feel bad about sharing the guy's name. Like, you know, if he comes back later and says, you know, get it out of here, whatever. The guy clearly has 77,000 tweets, so he's probably very active on Twitter. He took $75,000 out of his mortgage, you know, probably refinance, cash out refinance, and put it in Bitcoin. And now he has $48,000 left because he put it at when? The peak. So pretty much he sold. So what does that mean? That means that guy just lost half his money, basically, almost. Yep. And it's, to me, it's sad because what I'm seeing here is a guy probably who has been hearing from work to invest in 401k, from friends to invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, all these things for a while. Probably he's been hearing it for a while, and he's just refused. But now he sees this lottery of cryptocurrency and has jumped on the lottery.
Well, look what it is, Erica. It's the lottery. It's the lottery. Treat it like lottery. Treat it as such.
So I'm just showing this from yesterday. I did a video the other day to kind of swing left. This is on Home Path, and this is a house in Killeen. Now, this house is $79,000. You're telling me this guy took out $75,000 out of his home, and he could have invested in something like this. Something like this, Dre. And the rentals in this area for this type of property looks like, if I can get the screen to go down, looks like, let me double check a little bit further down. Low rent $695, high rent $1,150 a month. So this guy basically risked his house money on an unsure thing that could go up or down, can swing day and night, instead of a actual hard investment. Now, many of you watch this channel, you know I'm always talking about hard investment. And you probably are tired of hearing me talk about it. But truly, that would have been his out. That would have been his true freedom, his true long-term freedom. And he still could have refinanced that property and had more money to play with.
That's the thing. So it's not about the risk. It's not about the taking of the risk. It's when you take the risk and how much money do you have to take the risk. If he's posting that on Facebook, he doesn't have that kind of money to take that kind of risk, or else he wouldn't be posting it on Facebook. And also, if you're gonna get into crypto hardcore and it being your thing, have an advisor, have a person who's done it, have a person who lives and breathes it, and hire them to help you with it. Because what I would have done, I would have bought altcoins and not spent all this money on crypto because it was just going too high too fast. You can get a bunch of other coins for 20 cents, 30 cents, $1, and spread it out through those coins and hedge your bets on that, opposed to putting it all in Bitcoin. So yeah, don't do it. Do this stuff with the fun money. Unless you have a bunch of assets working for you already, do this stuff with your fun money, with your play money, with your Uber money, with your mobile loaner money, with the extra funds. If you're building a base, don't try to build the base with the get rich quick stuff. You put some money toward the get rich quick stuff, and you do. The majority of money goes into the long-term build-up stuff. And it's a nice hedge. It's a nice hedge. I personally, so my assets are a couple of properties, working on some more, my courses, my books, properties, stocks. I have some stocks as well, and some crypto. It's scaled out. If I had $10,000 today free and clear, I would maybe put 500 or 1,000 into crypto and the rest into my other assets and rock it out.
Right. And I posted a thing the other day about Layla Hathaway, the father of Layla Hathaway, Donnie Hathaway. And there's a song about, oh gosh, I forgot the name of the song, but one of his most popular songs, a woman wrote it. And to this day, she gets $70,000 every year in royalties.
Whoa.
From one song. Not from all the songs, just one song. And I've talked about on this channel where you can buy royalties. You can actually buy royalties. And these are things that people are like, well, that's gambling. No, that's not gambling. That's actual legit things that can put money in your pocket. And as you tell people that, like, what is the one thing that's making money for you today? That doesn't require your presence, your attention, your anything, right? And for Dre, he said books. He said, his online courses. I mean, you see this channel, the same thing for me. It's books and online courses. Can you produce a market that will put money in your pocket? This is a gamble, right? And I don't mind if you want to put $25 a week to a gamble, fine. You're an adult. This is your life. But when people are risking their whole home, it's like, there's so many opportunities out here. There's absolutely so many. Let's not do that, right?
Let's not do your whole home on gambling. And away from our audience, do you look at crypto as gambling, or do you look at it as safe?
This is the thing. In all these, okay, so put it back to the example of stock market. People can put limits and caps on when things drop. You can they sell automatic in your account. The same is being applied to crypto, but I don't think 99% of the people know you can go in there and put a stop. But which one of the persons commenting said, automatic sell when things drop. Because if you don't, you'll end up crying. I think his name is Kito. I don't know how to say your name. But that's true. I don't think 99% of people know that you can put an automatic sell on there when it drops below a certain number, similar to stocks. So can it become investment? Can you be putting 25, 100 bucks a week to it and make sure you don't lose money? Sure. But again, don't bet the house, right? So, I mean, I was going to show this picture again that I show all the time on this channel, and it's in the blogs. But it's called the table, right? I'm going to share it. It's the table. That's the table. What's going onto your table, right? Like, if you look at the top, life requires streams. So on top of the table, foods, tithes, giving, however you want to live. Inflation, cars, healthcare, trips, your wife or husband, put the number on there for people. Retirement, moving, your kids and your parents. Because all these things are going to require some funds at some point in time in your life.
Yeah.
So the better thing is to have legs to your table. Now, why do I have a box around 401k and job? And why are they the shortest? They're the shortest because this is what most people rely on, but your table won't be that strong. If that's your only two options, you can lose a job at any time. If you draw a certain amount out of your 401k, you can get penalized, taxes. So along that table, which this is an old picture, so we could add more things to it, of course. Business side income, lending club, which is peer-to-peer, land, farm, timber, rental income, monthly dividend stocks, bank CDs, insurance. Now we have gold and silver on there, and I've seen some people in their updated picture put crypto underneath that. And that's fine, because people that went all out crazy for gold a couple years ago did get their butt bit. So silver's been more reasonable, but in general, I'm okay with people investing in crypto, but as a long-term strategy, as part of the table, as part of the pieces of the puzzle. So if that guy had put 75,000 and he put half into some stocks and half in crypto, I don't think he'd be as much pain. I think it'd be more dispersed, and so that's part of what I talk about on this channel. So,
and let's go back to real estate for a second, because real estate allowed him to do that. So let's look at that. I don't know the situation, but based upon what he posted, he used real estate money to do that. So he used his home to leverage to buy other assets. So doesn't it make sense to have a few homes, hardcore gambling stuff, so it can allow you to buy more gambly assets down the line, and you're able to have a lower risk when you buy those gambling stuff? Home to buy the gambling stuff. So have more homes that you can buy more gambling stuff. Some people get rich quick. It happens. It literally happens, and it can happen. Some companies blow up quick. Better to have a couple of safe things that grow up incrementally, that bring you consistent cash flow, established and in place before you put the whole farm and timber on the other stuff. it goes back to the thought process. And we have to really question and challenge our thought process before we make these kind of moves.
Oh, it's definitely. And the whole MLM thing, and then like, so, and I'm going to talk about it, people hopping, right? So you've seen people hop from Kindle
Yes.
to Shopify stores, to Forex, then from Forex to Bitcoin, right? Now they're Bitcoin trainers. And if people actually stop and look, there's a couple people I follow on Facebook just to enjoy this and laugh, because you can watch this channel for 3-4 years and it's been the same. I'll tell you the same thing over and over again. As you follow my journey, I'm like, fix your credit, work on your business credit, write your books, you know, make your courses, real estate, consistent. That's it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to shock you. Huh?
Your repertoire of what you've been doing for the past few years, let's just focus on you for 1 second. How has that worked for you? You be consistent at your 3, 4, 5 things. How has that worked for you? Have your assets grown? Has your credit score grown? Has your cash flow grown? Have your clients' scale grown?
So even to the point of that, yes. Because I was telling the audience when I did Dr. Boy's interview with you on Black Real Estate School, I got 600 phone calls to my business. 600?
It was like the Oprah effect.
And those were paying customers, not just, I'm gonna get on the phone with you and talk for a few hours just because I want to hang out. Paying customers.
600
paying clients.
That's real.
Okay. You know, and then when I put out ebooks, people are like, oh, that's just the ebook. Okay, you get 25 sales this month of a $20 ebook. Okay, what does that come out to? That's $500.
Yeah.
You know, again, when we get back to the simple, it's making more income so that you can pay bills, so that you can you can invest, so you can grow. Not always gonna be easy, not always gonna be, some months gonna be down, some months gonna be up. But we don't bet the farm on it, right?
Big.
It might take 2 or 3 years of putting money away.
Yeah, and it's not always sexy, but that's cool. It's not that you just have to do these things that we're talking about. It's that have these things or similar things in place before you do a bunch of that other stuff. Before you do a bunch of that stuff. And what happens is when people see you hop around with a bunch of different stuff every other month, and it's not even in the same lane. So let's say that I have a real estate class, a notary class, a passive income class, a book writing class, because they're all in my lane. They're all in my lane. If I started teaching crypto, people like, Dre, what the hell are you doing, Dre? Like, honestly, like, what are you doing, dude? Come on, you're hopping on the next hot thing smoking, opposed to if I started to do wholesaling. Wholesaling's in my lane, right? Like that's my wheelhouse, that's my lane. And when you put this stuff out publicly, that you're doing all these different things, you slowly start to lose credibility from people because you look like that's what you call the hopper.
Exactly, 100%. And if you notice on the channel, like, people are like, oh man, I want to get business credit. I want to get business credit, start a business, and invest in real estate. We get them to over there to try to get funding, their personal credit's jacked up. So that's how we end up tying in, doing some people's personal credit. But everybody knows, even when people purchase with me, I'll say, what are your goals? What are your 90-day goals? What are your 180-day goals? I usually work with people who are trying to start a business, fund a real estate company. Like, we keep it in that lane, because tax liens, a lot of people want to do tax liens, but their personal credit is janky. So where are you going to find the money to put in tax liens if your personal stuff is messed up? So it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
But so definitely though, just so that people aren't, there's a lot of bubbles out there. I'm not going to just say that this is a bubble. Oh, just ignore it. I did a video on this called Bitcoin trickery on this channel. It got a lot of heat. And then I did an update video for Bitcoin, like, where people are like, don't you feel stupid for not investing in Bitcoin? I'm like, hey,
people love that.
You on the channel. Yeah, and people are like, you know, thinking they're going to bash me or get on me. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, I mean, let me grab it for you too, just to be dramatic. I'm going to grab my signs. Hold on a second.
All right, let's do it. So while Erica is going, I will hold down. We are here with the Erica with Official Channel, Freedom Friday. Oh,
can you see?
Woo-hoo!
So just a small example of, like, if you guys can see that, is a sign, right? Now you're going to go, what does that matter? It matters because the 9 times out of 10 people will say, well, Erica, I just need to make some extra dollars. I just want to get online and start a blog and a YouTube. These things may take years. That sign on the side of the road gets calls daily, right? And that's the difference. It's something that I'm doing daily. That's a routine that gets the phone ringing. Then the phone rings. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a step process. So I want people to focus on their active income, growing their active income, whether you get with Dre's notary course, you learn how to buy real estate from Dre's Black Real Estate School, or you're just growing your income period to work on your credit or pay down your student loans. Really just people needing more active income.
Do the smart stuff, do the scalable stuff. So I like, if you look at it like a pie, right? Some real estate, some stocks, some gambling stuff like pre-IPO companies, crypto, all that stuff is very hit or miss. I actually like pre-IPO companies as well. I've actually gotten into those in the past couple months as well. But those are really cool. But they're very high risk, high reward. Like total risk, total reward. So I'm not going to do any more than on a high end 20% a month into that stuff, on a high end 20%, because I want to have some things I have to have potential to blow up that can land me a few $100,000 or a few $1 million. I like that. But how much of that am I going to do? How much of that am I going to do? You put some of it there. Some of it there. Do not fall for the hype. Cheat beer money, after work money. I was gonna go out to eat, but I'm gonna cook in the house money. That money goes to the gambling stuff. If you have four fourplexes, hey, you've earned the right to do some other stuff that maybe I can't do right now or Erica can't do right now. You've earned that right. They're all free and clear. They're cash flow. Got some Airbnb clients, some longer tenants. You earned it. But have you earned it yet? Have you earned it yet? Or do you have that quickie mentality?
That's perfect. When you talk about beer money, or we were going to go out and eat dinner money, $25 a week, man. I really believe when people start seeing like small chunks go over and it grows. There's a guy on YouTube I love following. He's a young guy. He was in New York and then he went to LA or whatever, but he basically does Uber and Uber Eats and DoorDash and all these different things. And he makes sure he puts a certain amount of money every day away in Stash app and Robinhood app. And then he showed his thing. And so over a year, just straight hustling every day, making money every day, he had like $12,000 in one account and like $4,000 in another account. Nice. And people go, well, it's not a ton, but it's different because that's out of his money he's making daily. He's making moves, but money is also working for him. And so when people think, oh, $25 is nothing, Erica, it's about starting somewhere, getting a start, getting your foot there. This isn't going to be a 30 days later, you've got $30 million. This is crazy. I don't know where people are thinking this is coming from.
Yeah. And the people who have the $25 a week mentality overall in life, from me being 35 now, they're the ones who usually win. The people who say $25 is better than nothing, opposed to people who say, oh, it's just $25, because I can vividly remember 20, and then 22, then 25, and 28, then 30, and 35. And there are a lot of people who have ignored me telling them at that same thing. Just put $10 a week here, $10 a week there, $20 a week here, $50 a week here. And most people don't do it. And now here we are. Maybe some of them are 30, maybe some of them are 40. The ones who didn't adopt that similar mentality are broke, are literally check to check. Very, very, very little savings, if any.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't remember the name of the book, but it was like, if you're struggling check to check, 35 to 55, your elderly years are going to be harsh. Oh. They're going to be like painful. You know what I mean? And the book is like, because at that point, those are your highest earning years.
Yeah.
And in most people's careers. And so if you're not earning high income, you're not putting away money, it's going to be a painful time. And I did a video recently about, if you're 40, it's too late, right? And people are like, no, it's never too late. And you're right. It's never too late for you to change habits, but you got to see where you're at, what habits got you there. So some people refuse to even acknowledge, well, it's my ex-wife's fault. It's this other person's fault. It's my parents' fault. You're 40 years old, folks. Like, that's habit.
That's happening.
That's you.
And if you could own your stuff, if you could own your BS, if you can eat it and say, damn, yeah, I failed because I didn't put quarters in my bottle at night. I didn't tuck those pennies away. I threw them out. Oh, it's just pennies. Oh, who needs them? If you can eat your stuff and digest what other experts are telling you in regards to your actions and your rituals, your life will change. The most annoying thing is when you talk to people who say they don't like where they're at in life and they're arrogant with you. I'm like, dude, like you said you aren't happy. I'm giving you feedback on what you just told me. You told me these things. Here's my feedback, and you're getting arrogant with me. You're gonna suck your whole life until you change that BS attitude. You're gonna suck.
Or people come to you and something they're doing is not working. You tell them what could work. No. Let me tell you my situation again. You're like,
don't try to convince me.
It's crazy. Like I get messages every day. I've been doing some videos lately where I get messages every day like, hey, take a look at my credit report. Take a look at this. Do this for me. Do this for me. No, honey, the world does not bend to you. I do not do something for free for you because I just have free time. That's crazy. Like that's so entitled. And then when you talk to people, I'm a 40-year-old man. Don't talk to me like that. I'm like, dang, I thought you were 22 the way you were acting. My apologies. My apologies. You in my inbox harassing me. I have to block you. So, I mean, it just trying to open people's eyes a little bit more to that. You know, not bashing crypto here. It's a technology. Blockchain technology is something that is going to be very important. And what's funny is people think, yeah, the government can never track me because it's cryptocurrency. And I'm like, if you don't think the FBI and the IRS haven't thought of ways that they're going to get in on this and make sure people pay taxes, you're joking yourself. Okay. 2, the ultimate cryptocurrency is cash. And that's why I did a video talking about secondary markets, these flea markets, these exchanges where people are selling things from each other's homes, like Let Go app, different things like that in different neighborhoods. That's true crypto market. That's true secondary market because cash is not traceable unless you're reporting it or writing people receipts and then they report it. So just to kind of like, you know, this whole like, oh man, it's gonna be so cool. We're gonna move every money around and no one's gonna know.
Stop that whole thing. Stop all that stuff. See, that again goes back to the shortcut mentality. Is I'm gonna try to spite the government and not give them the 10 or 20% on the earnings that I'm making. Yo, it's all crap. Of course they're gonna figure out a way to get paid. It's the freaking government. That's what they do. But they've done that with everything, with every investment they've done that with. They've been doing it with marijuana now. So they're gonna find a way. But it just goes to show you your mentality needs changing if you're even thinking about ways to not pay the government. Like how much effort are you gonna put into not paying the government? Just pay them. You're putting so much effort into shortcut stuff. If you put it into long cut stuff, you'll have a much better life and a much better your brain will be more at ease as well.
The stress of people like, I gotta just the scheming and flipping mentality is scary to me. Because if you spent that much time, like they have these kids, and I'm calling them kids because they didn't look like grown men to me, but people can get mad. But they were in a Target store and they kicked the glass of these Apple products. They took $28,000 of Apple products. But here's the jokes on them. Apple products do not start unless they are activated. So these kids, you know, black teenagers who were like, yeah, we got the jackpot, man. We done kicked this store and ran out of the Target with $28,000 and iPads and all this stuff. None of it will work.
You're kidding me.
It's like you have a paperweight.
Things, Erica, all those things have serial numbers. They have codes. Like,
yes. Like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Our friend here in Austin, car got broken into a few weeks ago, and someone took her iPad, it's like an Apple iPad or whatever, and it's a serious one. Like, she has her fingerprint, you can't turn it on, and so her tracker on it, because it has a tracking on it, showed them where the house it was at, and they called the police and told the police what house it was at. Like, hey, this house has like 7 cars at it. It looks super sketchy. This is where it's at. And the police were like, ma'am, do not go over there. But that's why when kids are, I'm going to think of a way to steal something or do something sketchy, or I'm going to move money around. It's like you invested so much time in that that you're so smart that you could do 20 minutes the other way and change your whole life.
Or even 2 hours the other way. You'll have the peace of mind that you don't have to worry about a certain number coming back and people coming and arresting you or trying to kill you. You don't have to worry about that when you do stuff the right way. Give yourself more time. Give yourself more time. You'll feel better.
So I just want to address someone saying in the comments, how much research have you done concerning Bitcoin to lend your own viewpoints on the cryptocurrency? Well, first of all, we're invested in it. I'm just speaking for myself real quick. I'm invested in it. I've actually studied it. I've actually told you guys about crypto blockchain technology, which is the most important part, and the actual stocks to invest in it. That's where you should be starting. The key here is what people are missing is there's over 3,000 cryptocurrencies. So to call yourself an expert would be kind of an asshole thing. How about that? So first of all, there. And two, I'll let you go there. Sorry. People love trying to, they're so hard on for Bitcoin. They're like, ugh,
it's a cool. It's like a freaking coin. It's like a freaking coin. Yo, dude, we own it. Or lady, whoever you are, we own the damn thing. And we understand what it is. This thing can blow up. It cannot blow up. We're fine either way. We are fine either way. And I personally,
this has been going on for
coins.
Cryptocurrencies have been going on for more than 10 years at this point. A lot of them, more than 10 years. Yeah. You're just hearing about this one.
I'm late.
Okay.
Yeah,
if you guys go Google, I will tell you right now, if you go Google cryptocurrencies that you can invest in, just Google it. Use the Google. It's your friend. And it'll pull up about, I'd say 150 at first. And you can see the prices. There are some cryptocurrencies right now that are still priced higher than Bitcoin right now, but you don't hear about them because they're not talked on. So just to kind of get that out there, when people think they know something, just, try to Google first and then come at me.
And I like Ripple as well.
You know what? I've been hearing, okay, so the funny thing about Ripple is someone said something about Ripple the other day and it was like 78 cents. And I think today it's 125. So people are starting to track with that one.
Yeah, it's a good look.
So anyway, all right, I'm not going to be here all day, take you up your whole day. I'm going to make a blog article on the Classy Climb blog, classyscl.com. You guys can totally check it out for yourselves. Again, if you want to know anything about tax liens or business credit, definitely check the links below. I actually have a free link that goes to our office, not my home, my actual office. Our office staff can help you for business funding. No damage to your personal credit whatsoever. Follow the instructions below. And Dre, tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can see you and how they can connect with you.
They can find me, Andre Hatchett, aka Mr. Bitcoin Crypto Blockchain. Kidding. My website is andrechatchett.com. andrechatchett.com. Strongly encourage you to enroll at theblackrealestateschool.com, theblackrealestateschool.com, and thenotarybusinessschool.com. We've had students 22 years old. I interviewed a guy the other day who's made a few thousand already from my notary course, and this is while he does other side jobs as well. So check it out. Enroll. Come on. Let's do it.
So we're going to wrap this up and leave here. And I see one more question I was going to let you know. Can I do a video on how the tax change will affect us? That is a whole beast of another animal. And it might take 10, 15 years before we see the effects of this. Let's just say shorthand, this tax bill helps about 8% of Americans and doesn't help the rest. So you think you're getting something up front, it's a Trojan horse. So, and I'll leave it there. Dre, thank you for your time today. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys are always awesome. We had about 120 people on today viewing, so I'm very excited. Thank you guys for stopping through. This is Erica, Classy Climb Blog, Freedom Friday. Thank you, Dre, for coming.
All right, I got the Queen. Hop.